Oops, sorry. All right, chapter 3. Competencies, associations, and settings for technicians. So we're going to describe competencies needed for technicians to be successful in various pharmacy settings. Explain the term non-discretionary duties and describe different non-discretionary duties in the inpatient, outpatient, and closed-door pharmacies. Discuss the American Society of Health System Pharmacists model curriculum and how it relates to pharmacy technicians training program and certification. Also discuss the following related to national certification for technicians, the state, the differences among certifications, licensure, and registration. Explain the benefits of obtaining technician certification. Explain the process by which a person can become a nationally certified pharmacy tech. Describe the various national certification examinations and their requirements. List ways in which Pharmacy Technician Certification Board, or the PTCB, and the national examination differs from the National Health Career Association, NHA. Um, Describe requirements that technicians must meet to maintain their national certification. We'll list specialty certification available for technicians and explore the various websites that can be used to obtain continuing education. List various opportunities available for technicians and discuss incentives programs. List the various professional association pharmacy technicians can join and explain the importance of professionalism in the workplace and the importance of networking as it relates to the job search. All right. So, job descriptions and educational requirements of pharmacy technicians are rapidly changing. Increased responsibilities, higher education, more legal responsibilities, and continuing education. There are no standardized qualifications for job descriptions for pharmacy techs that apply in all 50 states. Each state board of pharmacy determines the standard and how they must be met. So for ours, we are Texas State Board of Pharmacy. So whenever we're about start to doing clinicals and whatnot, this is the website I'm going to have you get into, Texas State Board. You'll have to fill out fill this out. Let me see if I can find it. Log in and see. You'll have to get into the online licensing system here, and this won't be till closer to November. And you'll sign up here, so you'll fill out some information, um, and then you'll be able to log in. Um, let's go back real quick. Training license. So this is the registration form for the trainee license. So when sometime in October, so I'll have y'all get into this, and you'll register online here. You'll have to do a fingerprint test, and all this needs to be done prior to going into clinicals. We start clinicals in the spring in your uh, spring in your senior year, and this will get you in, and this will allow you to work in pharmacies as well. So, say you didn't pass the exam the first time you took it, the certification is still good for 2 years, and you'll be able to uh, exam. So when we get there, I'll let you know when to fill these forms out. And of course, like I said, like stated before, State Board of Pharmacy is over each individual state's Board of Pharmacies over each pharmacy and how they run it. State Board of Pharmacies are overseen by the National Association of Board of Pharmacy, also known as NABP. Become familiar with that. Board of Pharmacy responsibilities. They have to register technicians and licensed pharmacists, provide consumers with a way to complain or to report problems or illegal actions that they have experienced in a pharmacy, review and update rules and regulations pertaining to pharmacy practice and expands the roles of pharmacy technicians. Non discretionary duties. Technicians perform many types of non discretionary duties. Non-judgmental tasks. Any task performed in a pharmacy setting must be checked and approved by a pharmacist. Restrictions prohibit technicians from interpreting scientific studies, counseling patients, or conferring with other medical personnel. That has to do with over 90, whatnot. Um, so on page 61, talking about non-discretionary duties. Technicians perform many non-discretionary duties in the pharmacy setting. These are tasks that do not require professional judgment. Examples include repackaging medications, managing inventory, filling automated dispensing machines, and billing. All of these tasks are clearly defined and should be easy to follow. This does not mean that anyone can do the job. However, because prior knowledge of pharmacy terms, drugs, and procedures is required, a job classification in pharmacy expands, so will the level of pharmacological knowledge required for pharmacy technicians. Historically, the pharmacist was responsible for the final approval of any tasks completed in a pharmacy setting. Although this is also changing, some states now permit tech approval procedures. This allows a certified technician rather than a pharmacist to check another technician's order filling accuracy. Non discretionary duties prohibit technicians from interpreting scientific studies, counseling patients about medications, and conferring with other medical personnel about proper treatments. Another website that's going to be valuable to you is the PTCB website, ptcb.org. And I may have shown this to y'all um, when y'all were deciding which area or field to get into. Hopefully, it'll pop up. All right. So y'all become certified pharmacy technician. And then back down here, you have technician product verification certificate. That's what I was just talking about, the tech check tech, where the technician is able to approve medications to go out to the either to the floors or to the patient. The tech is able to check stuff like that in order to free up the pharmacist. Maybe they're just too busy giving vaccines or whatnot. So that's another form of certification that we can obtain. But ptcb.org, you'll be able to sign up for your test here. There's also an NHA, National Health Career Association. And we'll go into this. We have a study guide from NHA that helps us study for the test, for the examination. And this will also help you prepare. This is just another site, just like PTCB, that certifies pharmacy technicians. I don't know why we're so slow right now. Of course, you'll get your credentials and log in. And let's see, pharmacy techs here. So this kind of list of what is needed to be done or what to go over as far as what the exam is over, whatnot. But this test is called the EXCPT. The other one is called the PTCE. So this one I know is nationally certified. They say that this is nationally certification, but um, I still think it's only a certain amount of states that a handful of states that honor EXCPT. All right, so those are two different websites you'll become familiar with as well. Let's move on to the PowerPoint. Text roles in pharmacy settings. So you have different types of settings. You got inpatient pharmacies. What are inpatient pharmacies? Hospital. Yeah. What's the outpatient pharmacy? Outpatient? Walgreens, CVS. Closed door pharmacy? So those are like sometimes compounding pharmacies. Compounding pharmacies. Medical center pharmacies, not closed door, but they do compounding in the back. A lot of pharmacies don't open their doors to the public. Um, they only do some compounding for um, individuals where they ship them out. And then you also got your mail order pharmacy and e-pharmacy. All right. Accreditations through ASHP. Accreditation for the technician training program. So this is a technician training program that you're going through. Set of goals for technicians. Prepares a trainee to pass a pharmacy technician exam, which is given by PTCB. So PTCB. So PTCB.org. They do the PTCE exam, pharmacy technician exam, and then you also have NHA, and they do the EXCPT. From what I know, PTCB is nationally certified. Only a certain amount of states, unless they change it, uh, honor the EXCPT certification. This ensures excellence and ongoing assessment of the pharmacy tech curriculum. So let's look at the ASHP. It gives you some insight on ASHP on page 68. I'm gonna start on page 70 actually, where it says national certification for technicians. It should be the goal of every pharmacy technician student to become nationally certified. Certification means that you have passed a national examination demonstrating your knowledge of the skills needed to enter the pharmacy technician profession. Many employers prefer certified technicians and often offer them higher pay scale. Certification along with education leads to better job security and additional employment opportunities. During the infancy of any profession, there is a lack of regular guidelines and standards or continuity. Currently, five types of verifications may be required or pursued by technicians: registration, licensing, certification, the Associate of Science degree in pharmacy technology, or certificate in pharmacy technology. As outlined previously, registration is regulated by the state and requires that the application pass standard background checks in addition to meeting Board of Pharmacy standards. Licensing also may be required by the state, but it is not currently required in all states. Certified pharmacy tech earns a certificate that acknowledges that that the technician has a basic understanding of all areas of pharmacy, including federal law. Maintaining certification requires CE to keep skills at a minimum level. So CEs are continuing education. Um, the certification, so once you get certified, it's only good for 2 years, and then you got to renew after 2 years.
At least every four. Wait. It says certified pharmacy technicians must renew their certification every 2 years and complete at least 20 hours of pharmacy related continued education.
Yeah, continued education, also known as CEs. 20 hours. So once you do your 20 hours, which I'll pull something up of what I use to keep my certification up. This is a pharmacy technician certification, actually called the pharmacy technician letter. Low. All right. Of course, you got to pay for these. You know, there's some CEs that are free that you might be able to find. But I like this because it keeps track of everything. So I go to my CME training. It's slow. So this gives you all my information here. Let's say save. All right. So these general CEs hours, I got 13 on this one. High risk sterile compounding, I did 4 hours of this. 1 hour of human trafficking. Uh, then you got low to medium risk sterile compounding. I got 2 hours in this, or no, actually I didn't complete. Actually, showing that I got to renew by next year. So they've already restarted all this. So I need 13 hours of this, 4 hours of high risk sterile compounding, 1 hour human trafficking, 2 hours of low to medium sterile compounding, and 1 hour of law. That should all equal to 20 hours. Let's see, 17. Yeah, like 17, 18, 19, 21 hours. So in Texas, it's at least 21 hours. You might not have to do the compounding if you're just like in retail. So you might not have to do any of these if you're just in retail. But just to keep up with your hours, and so you don't have to pay another 125 to $130 for certification. To renew, it's like $50, 50 between 50 and $100, somewhere around there. So you would have to renew for your certification on this, and also in we have a certificate for Texas State Board, and I'll show you mine again. So this gives you my information as far as that I'm up to date with Texas State Board. Um, uh, all your information will be in there as far as your credentials, as far as licensing for pharmacy. We have to register uh, to our state board once we do pass the certification examination. So there's a couple things you got to keep in mind so that you can keep your certification. Let me finish reading here. During the infancy of, let me not pass that one. I'm starting with the second. Pharmacy technicians work throughout the United States and in all types of pharmacy settings under different rules determined by the individual states, which makes this profession for the profession must be agreed on across the United States. So in the future, they'll develop a certain standard uh, where they might not need the state board of pharmacy, but until then, we will still deal with the state board of pharmacy. Um, Although some variations will always exist from state to state, the overall skill level of pharmacy technicians should be well known standard. Currently, technicians represent a wide range of skill levels, experience, pay, and belief systems. One of the most basic aspects in the lack of a common title, pharmacy technicians are also known as pharmacy clerks and pharmacy assistants. Two national groups certified technicians and are recognized by various states. Like I said, the PTCB and the NHA. PTCB was founded in 1995 by four organizations with the intent of implementing an examination that would certify that a technician has met a basic skill level, which is shown in 3.6 on page 71. The four organizations that founded the PTCB are the ASHP, the APHA, the Illinois Council of Health System Pharmacists, and the Michigan Pharmacists Association. Table 3.1 presents a comparison of two examinations, the PTCE offered by the PTCB and the examination for certification of pharmacy technicians, which is the EXCPT offered by the NHA. So that's on 3.1. 3.1 on the next page. It gives you the pricing or whatnot on the EXCPT, PTCE, and the differences between them two. Just trying to. I guess there are both national certifications because they both say they're accredited by National Commission of Certifying Agencies. So the certifying agency for EXCPT is NHA, and the certifying agency for the other PTCE is the PTCB, which is Pharmacy Technician Certification Board. As of December 5th, 2013, the PTCB offers one sample examination consisting of 90 multiple choice questions to be taken within 110 minutes. The new practice test is designed to familiarize candidates with the PTCE. The practice test is built according to the same content specifications as the pharmacy technician certification exam. Although the practice test questions never appear on an actual examination, the cost for this official practice examination is $29. The PTCB expects to add more practice tests in the future, which we'll do a lot of practice exams before we take before we take the main exam for certification. The actual certification examination administered by PTCB is given at a professional testing center and is computerized. Testing can take place once an appointment is made. The PTCE is a computer-based examination administered at Pearson View Testing Center nationwide. It is a 2-hour multiple choice examination that contains 90 questions, 80 scored questions, and 10 unscored questions. Each question is shown with 4 possible answers, which is multiple choice, only one of which the correct or best answer. Unscored questions are not identified and are randomly distributed throughout the examination. Candidates' examination score is based on the response to the 80 scored questions. 1 hour and 50 minutes is allotted for answering the examination questions and 10 minutes for a tutorial post-examination survey. Calculators and scratch pads are provided by the test center. Scoring is done by an independent group that grades the various areas of pharmacy knowledge. The results are immediately calculated at the end of the examination. So it would let you know if you pass or not at the end. The PTCE content was developed by experts in the pharmacy technician practice based on nationwide job analysis study completed in February 2012. PTCB Certification Council and Board of Governors reviewed the 2012 job analysis study and approved a new blueprint for an updated PTCE, which launched on November 1st, 2013. The PTCE assesses knowledge critical to pharmacy technician practice, organized into 9 knowledge domains, each with number of knowledge areas, which is shown in 3.7. So even in this PTCB, so if we click on credentials and we're doing certified pharmacy tech, let me move this, and right here, outline. It gives you the percentage as to what is covered. So 40% is on medications. That's almost half of the examination. So that's why I really stress on knowing your generic names, brand names, and the drug class of medications, and what it's used for. So 40% is on that exam. Federal requirements, which is Chapter 2, federal law, 12.5% is on that. So it's good to understand the different types of laws of pharmacy. We'll eventually get to patient safety, quality assurance, which is about 27%, and then the ordering and processing, which is 21.25%. But separated, this is what it's telling you on page 3.7 as far as percentages. So that's kind of the blueprint of the examination. I'll talk for about 10 more minutes. All right. I'll do that one.
Pharmacy technicians shouldn't like override the pharmacist, like to make sure they're doing what they're doing. Because that's not what you're supposed to like be there for help.
Okay, you're there to help out the pharmacist. But say the pharmacist overlooks something where you see that, okay, he needs to, you know, either look at it, make sure that it's correct. You can, ask him to look at it, and just, to double check it.
To help.
Yeah, we're there to help out. I mean, but like I said, we cannot counsel the patient or talk to the patient, stuff like that, or like get a new script from the phone and type it in there. Um, we have to have the pharmacist do that.
So it's saying like the farm. I think it's
What number?
number 6 on 23.
What page?
23.
Page
Because
23.
I'm like going along as you're talking.
Okay.
Because sometimes you'll find the answers.
Yeah, that's good though.
So it says pharmacy technicians do not need to make sure the pharmacist has checked all drugs and or devices before they leave the pharmacy.
Let me see.
Wouldn't that be false? Because they're there to like help you through it, to have you back.
I can see where you're saying. Let me see. Let me make sure that that's correct though. Have to pull that one up. Hold on, just a second.
Sorry.
You okay?
Citizens technician job vary from state to state. Yes. The number 7 is true. And then number 8 is yes. It's also known as residential. On page 7.
Okay. Look at number 6, true, false. So that's actually false. Pharmacy technicians do not need to make sure. Yeah, that is false.
Oh, sorry. What is number 2 on that page? Is that one true?
Each state board of pharmacy serves many functions, including registering technicians and license. Yes, that is true. All right. So back here to the 4 levels of pharmacy technicians. Pharmacy technicians, no specializing training is required. Licensed pharmacy technicians, agency provides permission to practice in a particular occupation. So you can have like a trainee license and you can be okay. Um, but that's only good for 2 years. You have to pass the examination within those 2 years. Then you got a registered pharmacy tech, which is registered with the state board. So once you pass your certification, you'll register with the state board. Certified pharmacy technicians has earned national recognition by non-governmental testing agency. So you'll get your certification, which actually is certified by the non-governmental testing agency first, and then you'll get it to the website of Texas State Board to show that you passed it, and you'll enter your information on there as well, and then you'll be registered. So you either can have your credentials either certified pharmacy tech, after your name now, or registered pharmacy tech, or you can have both of them.
What's the difference?
The difference, you're registered with the state board here, and you just passed the certification on here.
Is it right on which one you have?
So you have to have this one first to get this. So Once you get certified, you have to go to your state board of pharmacy to register.
Can you get a job with just the first one?
Yes. But they're going to make you register with the Texas State Board.
So that you can
So
get-
regardless, you're going to have to register with them. All right. Benefits of national certification demonstrates that a person has passed an exam and has the knowledge and skills needed by a pharmacy tech. Often preferred by employers, frequently offer a higher pay rate. A lot of the times the CVS, Walgreens, whatnot are short staffed, so they'll hire a lot of trainees uh, that do not have their certification yet, but are working towards it. So that's a good way to start. Work for about a year, and then maybe get into a hospital um, after about a year or so. And also leads to better job security and more opportunities, which kind of happened with me. I started in retail, which is like a CVS, and started going to school in Odessa and worked at the Walgreens there. Heard that they were hiring here in Midland at the hospital. So I had about a year's experience of retail. And so since that year experience helped me out for getting hired at the hospital here in Midland, and I stayed there for about another 10 years. Showing that becoming a certified tech, you have 5 types of verification: registration, licensing, certification, associate of science degree in pharmacy technology, and certificate in pharmacy technology. The 2 different types of testing or exams, um, 2 different types of organizations: PTCB and NHA. Again, that's in on page 72, and I'm pretty sure I think you'll have to utilize this part to answer questions in the lab. So just look over that. PTCB and or PTC and EXCPT. They're both 2 hours long as far as exams. One is 90 multiple choice questions. The other is 110. This one says it's recognized by all 50 states, and this one shows that it's not all recognized. It's not recognized by all 50 states. It says check with individual state boards of pharmacy. I know Texas is one of the recognized states though. Maintaining national certification, again, must take an exam every 2 years or complete 20 hours of CE, including pharmacy law. The easiest ways to get recertification is to do the 20 hours, and don't wait till the last month to do it. You have specialty certifications, which is recommended by the 2011 CREST Summit. It focuses on preparing technicians for all roles that support pharmacists. Roles vary by setting. So they vary by, if you're in retail or if you're in a hospital setting. Available programs, you got sterile products for IV certification. So again, back over here for PTCB, where's that? Credentials. So say you want to enhance your certification, you can get your certified compounding sterile prep, which is sterile compounding. And then you can also, they have a non-sterile, I don't know if they've put, yeah, non-sterile compounding certificate here as well. So uh, again, you don't have to be just classified as just a certified pharmacy tech. You can expand your credentials, which also helps with more pay as well. Also with chemotherapy, for sure, you'll get more pay if you do chemotherapy therapy IV mixtures. Opportunities for technicians. Pharmacy techs who graduated from an ASHP accredited program and obtain certification have many options in non-traditional and specialty positions. Professional organizations offer networking and ways to advance in the profession. Proper educational training. such as an associate's or a bachelor's degree is in computer science, can lead to a job writing software or providing technological support or writing curricula or articles and books on technician training. Some incentive programs, many pharmacy employers provide incentive to their technicians for returning to school and becoming a pharmacist. Um, CVS might do it, Walgreens, but I usually see this in the hospital setting where they have scholarships for you to go to school, which you'll have to sign a contract because they'll want you to come back to work for them because they sent you to school. So I have seen a couple of my colleagues become pharmacists. Uh, as a geriatric age group increases over the next decade, so will need for qualified medical personnel. Many pharmacy companies reimburse their technicians after they pass the PTCB exam. I know CVS does. I don't know about Walgreens. Sometimes hospitals do reimburse as well. Some types of associations to become familiar with, and also become familiar with their abbreviations as well. Um, if there's anything else here. Professionalism. Being professional in the workplace requires proper clothing, nice, comfortable shoes because you'll be standing for most of the day, and you have a proper hairstyle. Good writing and communication skills. You got to work as a team, so teamwork is highly important. Have to be honest, especially to your coworkers and your bosses. Be punctual and ability to adapt because there's constant change in pharmacy, especially with medications coming, and then different laws that change. Like right now, we're dealing with the abortion pill. Uh, is it okay to take or not? Is the law okay for us for the person to take that abortion pill? Um, so right now, that's what we're kind of waiting to see if the Plan B is going to still be out there on the shelves or not, depending on what the lawyers say and um, what the uh, what the judgment is in the end. So again, if you're gonna be looking for a job, it's good to prepare a resume, create and maintain social media sites. Highly recommend LinkedIn uh, for jobs to communicate with you. If you want them to get a hold of you, uh, you don't want to give them your Facebook or anything like that, or Instagram or TikTok. Practice your interview skills. Stay positive. Use online resources, and always be professional. Always be professional. That's it on chapter 3. So, kind of a gist of what is expected as far as testing and different types of um, groups within the pharmacy setting as well. Any questions over chapter 3?
No.
Quick. All right. Well, I'm going to go and let y'all go for lunch. We'll reconvene at 1 o'clock. Um, y'all be ready for the test. Well, we'll do a review, then we'll do a test for chapter 1. Y'all can leave y'all's books, bags, whatever you want, whatever you don't want to take, you can leave it here. Number 3 and true false. Or which number? The number of prescriptions processed is that for chapter 3? The number of prescriptions processed per day in a pharmacy is not related to the speed and accuracy of the typist. Do you think it is related? Yeah. So that's false. Yeah, we really need a fast person to input the and navigate through different windows in the computer, like the patient's profile, insurance, stuff like that. So they do need to be fast. All right. We'll do a quick review when y'all come on chapter one. And we'll take the test, and you can be free to leave after that, or you can work on your homework.
Or true.
For inventory management is a skill that is normally on the job because it has its own way of handling stock inventory. Number 4 is true.
Wait, you said after the test you can leave or do something?
You can be able to leave or finish your homework. Yeah. Probably let y'all start the test an hour before leaving. Before we leave. So about 2. What's that?
Is number 5 false?
Number 5. Yes. All right. So I will see y'all back again here at 1 o'clock.